You wake up. It's dark. Your bed is the ground. Your alarm clock is a pack of wolves in the distance. And you're already late. You don't have a commute. You are the commute. And your boss is hunger. Your boss doesn't give warnings. Your boss doesn't care about your mental health. Your boss will let you die if you underperform. Welcome to the 9 to 5, 300,000 years ago. Before you've even had a sip of water, your job starts. And your first task? Scouting. You step outside being about 15 feet from where you slept, and you read the world like a newspaper. Bent grass? Something walked here. Circling birds? Something died over there. You are a living, breathing threat assessment system, and if you miss something, you don't get a performance review. You get eaten. Now, the real work starts. Your team, 5 to 15 people, splits into roles. Some gather, some hunt, some stay back and watch the kids and the elderly. You're on the hunt today, and hunting is not what movies make it look like. This isn't a sprint, this is a marathon. Literally, you will run that animal into the ground for hours. This technique, called persistence hunting, works because you have one superpower no other predator on Earth has. You can sweat. Every other animal overheats and stops. You just keep going. That lion, resting after 10 minutes. You, still running at hour 3. Here's where it gets interesting. Because you might think, okay, they hunted all day, they were exhausted, they just ate and slept. Wrong. The data shows ancient hunter-gatherers actually worked fewer hours per day than modern humans, somewhere between 4 and 6 hours of real labor. The rest, socializing, storytelling, making tools, playing with kids, resting in the shade. Anthropologist Marshall Solins called hunter-gatherer societies the original affluent society. Not because they had stuff, but because they had time. They didn't want things they didn't have. But not everyone is off the clock just because the hunt is done. Back at camp, there's a whole other economy running. Roots and berries are being sorted. And that knowledge is no joke. Your people know hundreds of plants by sight. Which ones heal, which ones kill, which ones only work if you cook them first. Someone is tanning a hide. Someone else is weaving. A fire needs feeding. A tool breaks and has to be repaired from scratch. An expert flint knapper spent as many hours mastering their craft as a modern surgeon. The sun drops. Everyone comes back together. And here's the thing about ancient evenings that absolutely wrecks the modern grind culture narrative. The fire is the office, the therapist, the church, and the entertainment system all in one. Stories get told, decisions get made, but democratically by the group. No one person runs the show. Elders teach, kids listen, conflicts get resolved through talk, not rank. In fact, research shows that most hunter-gatherer bands actively suppressed anyone who tried to dominate the group. You got too big for your boots? You got mocked, excluded, brought back down to earth. They called it counter-dominance. So here's the real question the evidence forces us to ask. Did agriculture, the thing we call progress, the invention of farming, the birth of civilization, actually make human life better? Or did it just make it busier? When we dig up ancient bones, hunter-gatherers are taller, healthier, with fewer signs of disease and nutritional deficiency than the early farmers who came after them. Farming gave us cities and writing and eventually the internet. But it also gave us back pain from bending over crops, grain-based diets that rotted our teeth, and the concept of someone owning your time. Your ancient ancestor didn't have a 9 to 5. They had something stranger and more complicated, a life where work and living were the same thing, where every skill kept you alive, where your coworkers were also your family, where the meeting around the fire actually mattered.